Oun Abbas Hussain here for Seconds Out here with Vaughn Alexander. Vaughn, firstly, welcome to the UK. You're fighting on Friday night against Zach Parker on BT Sport. How's it going? How are you feeling? How was your travels?
Everything was good. Travel was good. It was the longest I ever flew before, but I mean, it was good. You know, good experience to be on a plane that long. I mean, it was great. It was okay.
What day did you get into the UK?
I got here Sunday morning.
Okay. And fighting on BT Sport, headlining the event with Zach Parker. Just talk to me about this sort of feeling. I know in America you've been out a few times in 2019. Now you're fighting Zach Parker. Just talk to me about the emotions at the moment.
Emotions. I'm excited, you know, to get an opportunity to display my talents in another part of the country. You know, hopefully gain some more fans other than the U.S. I mean, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to take on this challenge, and you know, I can't wait to Friday.
How much do you want to upset the apple cart? We know that, you know, there's a few Mexicans have come over for the British fighters and they're beating them and they caused upsets. How much do you want to cause an upset? Because we know Zach Parker's #1 with the WBO. He's waiting for the opportunity between Canelo and Billy Joe. We're waiting for that fight to finish and see what happens with the WBO. But how much do you want to upset them odds?
Well, I don't think he should be worried about that. I think he should be worried about me. If he worried about that, then he in for a rude awakening. I came to win. I came to display my talents on these soils, and I'll be victorious.
Vaughn, we obviously know that you're the older brother of Devon Alexander, who a lot of fight fans know throughout the years. Just talk to me about, you know, how much of an inspiration he's been as a fighter. I know you obviously had things going on in your personal life, but how much of an inspiration he's been in regards to you coming back and becoming a boxer again and doing what you love.
I mean, it's always good, you know, over those years that I was gone, he was able to capture multiple world titles in a couple of different weight classes, beat world-class fighters, and I was able to see that even though I was gone. And, you know, it inspired me to, you know, stay fit, stay ready, and, you know, hopefully to be able to be here and get my shot.
Vaughn, I want to talk about that period as well, if you don't mind. We know you went into prison. Just talk to me about them days then. We know you were fighting beforehand, and then you've gone into prison. How was that for yourself?
It was an experience, you know. Everything is on me. You know, I decided to do whatever it is that I was doing when I had a full-blown career going on. But I gained a whole lot while I was in there, and you know, I grew up. I was a little boy when I went in, but I feel that I grew into a young man, a positive young man, and I got out and I was able to, you know, get my career back on track. There's not too many people that can go do 11 and a half years and still have the motivation to get out to do it. So, you know, I kept my hope, I kept my faith that, you know, I would be able to be back here, you know, by Allah's grace.
What do you want to say to anyone watching, anyone that's sort of following your story, people who might be involved in the wrong circles at a young age, especially fighters? What would you want to say to them, especially the sort of journey that you've taken? You know, you were involved with the wrong people, sent down for 11 years. You've come back, you know, you've sort of said in interviews that, you know what, it happened, I've become a better person for it. But what do you want to say to the younger fighters out there?
What I would say to them is that from experience, it's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it. Those long days, months, years that you're away from your family, you're away from your career, you know, you got to deal with so many things being behind the wall because there's another world, whole another world behind there. So if you know that you're not mentally strong to be able to deal with it, I mean, I feel that you should turn back to the right way because it's going to be hard, a hard, long road.
Vaughn, I want to ask you then, you've had this stint out, you're back into boxing. What's the inspiration for yourself? What's the goals for yourself? Is it to become a world champion, following the footsteps of your brother?
Well, you know, I follow my own footsteps. My brother, he paved his own way, and I'm trying to pave mine. And the inspiration is, I was blessed with a skill, and I never gave up on it. And I worked tirelessly even when I was in prison. I stayed in tremendous shape. But the inspiration comes from, the gift that God gave me, and I don't want to waste it. So, I'm doing everything that I can to, get the most out of what Allah blessed me with.
Vaughn, what got you into boxing? Was there a specific fighter that you used to watch when you were younger? Was that the sort of thing that got you into boxing? Because there's a family full of fighters in your family. So, what sort of pushed you to get into the ring?
Well, I didn't even know nothing about boxing as a kid. I just knew how to fight. I always knew how to street fight. And, one of my former trainers, who was a police officer, he seen me fighting somebody on the street when I was maybe 8 years old, 9 years old, something like that. And, at that time, he started a boxing gym. And, he invited me, other than me getting in trouble, he invited me to come to the gym. And, I tried out, and, he loved what I was able to do even then. So that's how I got into it. I didn't even know nothing about boxing at that age.
Fair enough. Just before I do let you go, I want to ask you about another super middleweight fight I spoke about it briefly just then. But Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, obviously as Brits have one of our own fighters going over to America fighting probably the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in Canelo Alvarez. What do you make of that fight? Who do you see winning that fight?
It's going to be a beautiful fight. It's hard to go against Canelo, but Billy Joe Saunders do got the tools to beat him if he apply them. The boxing skills, the fast hands, the defensive skills. He definitely got the ability to beat him. The only thing is that in the fight, he should beat him at all times. Not letting the pressure get to him, or not fighting a fight that he's not used to fighting, just fighting his fight. And I feel that if he do what we see him accustomed of doing, he got a big chance of winning.
Cool. And finally, before I let you go, what sort of social media handles are you on so that fight fans can follow you?
Y'all can follow me on Facebook at Vedo Alexander. You can follow me on Instagram at Vaughn Alexander, and you can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn Alexander.
Cool. Vaughn, thank you very much for talking to myself. Good luck tomorrow night, and no doubt we'll speak to you very soon. Thank you very much.